Remember hope. We have hope. Day by day, life seems to pass on and we don't ever see it go by. We all seem to take it for granted. I have done this. I used to think that life was just something that we are all stuck with and that there was no true way to escape the sadness and depression around us. My life began to take a turn for the worst about 3 years ago. I really began to think that my thoughts and feelings didn't matter to anyone and there was no point in trying. I felt as if everyone around me had given up and didn't want me in their lives any longer. I thought I was a burden and inconvenience. I then thought, well, what if I hold everything in and become numb to everyone and everything around me? What if I hide everything from my parents, family, and friends? What if I just give up? I asked myself these questions every morning I woke up. It seemed as if I was going to be forced into living a life I didn't want to. I thought that my family was leaving me in a dark abyss, and I was never going to find my way out. I saw myself changing as a person. All of my clothing began to turn dark. My thoughts, my outlook on life turned negative. There was no turning back. I had found a home in the darkness. Then, one day, I found a way of expressing myself, and I learned how to live a life with some amount of hope that I didn't have before. Music became my only escape and my only piece of comfort that I had. Music was something that I could turn to when everything and everyone turned their back on me. It was a way for me to see the light in life and realize that the songs I listened to were singing to me the problems I have and make me feel better about myself. Along with changing myself to reflect how I felt inside, my music followed my trail. Hardcore, screaming, techno, everything was surreal. My parents thought that I was going through a phase, completely ruling out the fact that they were the ones that were helping me change in the way I am. But I knew from the beginning that it was far from being a phase. I knew that because of the people around me, myself, and the environment that I was living in was making a change in me and there was no return. People I had never met would walk past me and give me strange looks and make comments because of the way I looked and dressed. I didn't know what to do. I had been taken to a place by the people that said they loved me, and I didn't see it was my fault for all my changes. Once again, music seemed to be my only true escape, and it was the one thing that couldn't turn away or tell me I wasn't good enough. I woke up one morning and realized something that I am sure I was supposed to have learned far before now. I learned that it doesn't matter if people didn't like me because of the way that I dress, act, or the music that I listen to. I am me, and there is no one that can change that. Something else that I finally realized was that my friends cared. I would wake up with text messages from them asking what I was doing or telling me something to make me laugh. They don't realize it, but they are the ones that make the difference in my life every day. The small things in life make a difference, and they are that small big thing in my life. My friends have never judged me and never will. I know for a fact that when I am sad, angry, depressed, confused, or just having one of those days, I know that my friends will be there. There is something to hold near and dear. I will never take it for granted. And they should all know sooner or later that they are the ones that made the difference and still do. Now that you know what led me from then to now, you all should know that I haven't really changed. I am still in my dark clothes, dark music, and everything that isn't ordinary. After all the time being in this dark state and not knowing how to get out of it, I have come to make a special home in the middle of all the chaos. Now I have come accustomed to all the people giving me looks and talking about me behind my back. Now it doesn't hurt me, it makes me laugh. I know that I love being the way I am. I am different, and I want to be that way. I am not going to follow the crowd or have all the latest clothes from Hollister. I am the girl that shops at Hot Topic, and I am proud to be that girl. If I wasn't different, I wouldn't be me. But wait, there is one last thing I need to tell you. Something that gets me through every single day is something simple, a quote. It's from Renee Yohe's story, To Write Love on Her Arms. It says, "The stars are always there, but we miss them in the dirt and clouds. We miss them in the storms. Tell them to remember hope. We have hope." It's something that is so small but has more meaning than I can describe. It gives me the extra boost I need to know that depression is not the end, and I do not suffer alone. But if I have hope, I can get through anything.